Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start this video out by thanking all of you that have become patrons and all of the people that have made donations to my channel. Um, it is deeply appreciated, and it does help me go on and do more videos for you each and every day. So I do thank you for that. I just want to talk about a few things that are happening on this channel. I still have the occasional people coming to kick off what they believe is a gender war, and I won't have that here at all. And I have said this numerous times, and despite all of that, people still come here and think they're going to trash black women, trash black men, and I'm going to just sit back and allow it. I'm not. Okay, you can come over here and make all the attempts you want. We don't want that here. I don't want that toxic bullshit over here. And I've said this before. So you leave your comments at your own will. I promise you, once I spot it, your comment will exist no more. Not over here. I have seen the venomous comments towards black men and black women. We have been beat up enough in this society. If you are not about unifying with your black brothers and sisters, then I have no need for you to be over here. You go find one of those bashing channels and get your rocks off over there. I don't want that here. Now, I do my best to filter out those comments, but as my channel gets bigger, it's kind of hard to keep up with the comments. So if any of my subscribers come across those comments, if you are a moderator, you can actually get rid of those comments. But if you can't get rid of the comments, please notify me and I will get rid of it. Or if any of you are being harassed by someone trying to get a gender argument started, please notify me. My email is always in the comment section. It's pinned. So you can reach out to me and let me know who it is, and I will get rid of them. I'm at the point where I don't even care who it is. They must go. I don't want them here. And just a few more topics that I want to talk about. I did a video yesterday on William Barr, the new attorney general that will be replacing Jeff Sessions. Now, I mentioned Kevin Hart, but I just want you guys to kind of expand your thinking on this. It's not that I am defending Kevin Hart, but one thing I can honestly say to you, I have never even seen a Kevin Hart movie, and I'm being dead honest with you. I have not gone to any movie theater to watch his movies, not even once. But it's the principle of the whole thing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't try to react to these sort of things when they happen, believe me, these folks are wicked enough to take this thing to a whole new level. The problem with LBTQ, whatever, I don't keep up with that stuff because it doesn't apply to me. Number two, we have been dealing with all sorts of isms in this country, always directed towards us. And one thing that's going on heavily right now and constantly advertised towards the Black community is all of the interracial relationships that you see on television and commercials now. And they want the Black community to embrace LBTQ and just gay agenda. And just like all of the other agendas that are out here, the women's, the Me Too, Time's Up, um, all of those organizations tend to have a racist connotation to them. And that's why over the years, I can't relate to them for that very reason. They don't just come with an agenda, they always have a mixture of racism in all of these groups. And all of these groups have a very prevalent hatred towards the Black community. It doesn't matter if we assimilate or not. The bottom line is we've been assimilating for 500 years, and the hate for our community has not diminished at all. Every time I see these new groups cropping up, I just see more racism towards us. That's all I see. And that's exactly what's happening. So when you see them dig up information on Kevin Hart, believe me, they'll expand that stuff to the average person like you and me. Next thing you know, when one of their friends or relatives are in need of a job, they'll just go out on the internet and dig up something a Black person wrote out there on the job and use that as a means of getting rid of you. Yeah, these folks will take it to that level. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And I saw the videos out there on Nick Cannon when he found Chelsea Handler, Sarah Silverman, and that other chick, Schumer, Amy Schumer. It is not going to get the same kind of reaction that you've seen out of people when it comes down to Kevin Hart. Those are three white women. White women and Black men are not viewed the same, and therefore they're going to give them a pass. Their pass is going to be automatic, and that's exactly what we're seeing happening. Yes, it is double standards, but America was built on double standards. I understand you raising those issues, and it should be raised. It should never be ignored when you see the hypocrisy. But if we don't stick together and we don't unify against all of this animosity that's coming towards us, then we lose altogether. It seems like no matter how many times we see unification videos out here, we're still not unifying. That's a problem. Now, will we all come together? No, you're never going to get all Black people to come together and unify. Let's be real. You're never going to get all. But it should be enough of us where we do make a difference. We do make an impact. We do make them pay attention. If only a handful of us can come together and come up with our own agenda to counteract all of these groups that are coming for us, then then it won't be so easy for them to do it. The reason why all of this gay stuff keeps coming up and a lot of it is aimed towards the Black community is because, look, these folks are going through a low birth rate. They will right now do anything to sabotage us and get our birth rate looking the same way. It's not happening. So the more we keep throwing out babies and just keep having babies in the community, the more angry these folks are going to become because it's something they can't do. So all of these wars and divisions, and they're going to always go back to the divide and conquer and all of that stuff. So now, how do we keep that from working? We keep it from working by unifying. Once we decide to come together and cut off outsiders from all of our business and all of our affairs, we win. Plain and simple. The only reason why this society has gone as far as it has is because we've been cooperating way too much. And we shouldn't be cooperating at all. When we see things that we don't like, there are all kinds of economic things we can do to counteract it. But something is wrong when we won't even do things that doesn't even cost you time or effort. How hard is it for you to see police brutality and say, you know what, I'm not going to shop in that town anymore? How hard is it for you to do that? Or for you to say, until things change in this community, we're going to move our kids to another school. As long as you allow kids to bully our children or teachers to do these nasty things to our kids, we're not going to keep our kids enrolled in your school. I promise you, if as soon as we start taking a stand, people will change. But there are many in our community that won't even try, that won't even try to take the stand, even if it's free and it doesn't cost you nothing. That's a problem. I sure hope 2019 changes many things for us. I hope attitudes continue to change. I do see many of our people waking up, and I'm happy to see that. But we're still not doing enough as far as unifying is concerned. We're still falling very short on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the one thing I hope we can work on. I hope we can come together. And after seeing all of the attacks on our community with these bogus phone calls, and that we learn how to mind our business out in public and do minimal communication with those that we know don't like us. You do your business transaction, you buy your groceries, you pay your bills, you do whatever you have to do, but keep it moving. Keep it moving. We have seen in recent stories, stopping and helping people has now become deadly for people in the Black community. We have seen our men on jobs trying to help and end up dead. We have seen just recently a young Black man in a mall and a shooting took place. He was only trying to help people and he ends up dead. Many of these cops show up on the scene. They already have all kinds of racial bias. And as soon as they see you, they automatically believe that the black person is up to no good, or you caused the incident, or you may be trying to help a white person that passed out and they think you did something to them. The risk is way too great now. It doesn't pay. You see how underappreciated it is when our black men have put themselves out trying to help. We have seen too many instances where they end up dead, or a cop will show up on the scene and already draw conclusions without questioning anything. It's not worth it. You have to be around for your loved ones, for your family, for your children. And that's what you need to focus on instead of all this helping of people that will never appreciate it. We are a loving people, sometimes too loving. Now, all we have to do is channel that love on each other and not a bunch of outsiders. And that's half the battle right there. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.